Today I was going to do this at the house today, and I'm going to give some of the information that I found out about that group I've been talking about. It looks like it's run by a cop, and I was mad. Now I'm going to give you all the information, and I was going to do that video today. But let me give you that info real quick before I have my friend tell the story. The group, everybody watching this video, if you go to Facebook and you search for the group Taking Back the Bluff, I did a post on that group that they're a vigilante group because they're out running people off the road and everything else. Now the admin of that group, there are two names, and one is Joe Kramer. And if you go to Joe Kramer's account, it's a fake account because it talks about he's an alien investigator and so forth, but he's got about 7 pictures on that account, and they're Corpus Christi Police Department badge pictures, which made me think, I wonder if the admin of that group is indeed a cop, and he's using a fake name and a fake account. The name is Joe Kramer, and you look at his account. Now, the reason I was going to do that is yesterday when I was sitting by the water, the vehicles that are coming by, beeping the horns and all, I was wondering why they're still kind of breaking the law, and I'll give you the example why I turned this on. After I reported that group that they're riding off the road, targeting homeless people in their vehicles, I thought, why are they still so brave? Unless it's families of officers or officers that are running that group. And they'd say, don't worry, we're running the group. Now, as soon as I walked up here, one of my friends, I don't know if he wants to say it on video, he said, you won't believe what happened yesterday, John. He was by the same spot by the water, and he was picking up cigarette butts. He said a vehicle came out at him, tried to hit him, and yelled out their vehicle, threats. So not only did it not stop, but it picked up. And the only thing I could imagine is the man by the name of Joe Kramer, who is the admin of that group called Taking Back the Bluff. The only thing I could imagine is he is an officer with CCPD, and he's using a fake name, and it's a fake account. So everybody watching this video, I'm going to post it real soon. Everybody watching this, I would ask you to go to Facebook and search for the group. It's out of Corpus Christi, Texas. It's called Taking Back the Bluff, B-L-U-F-F. If you scroll down, you'll see there are 2 admins to that group, and one has the name Joe Kramer. I believe he's an officer. I cannot say for sure, but this is what I would say to the chief who lives close to here. If you have officers that are using fake accounts on Facebook, you should immediately say that's something that the integrity of our department does not allow. And I do believe he's an officer. And I felt in the beginning that some of the people that are doing this are cops. My friend George is right here. I won't have him tell you the story, but I was with George one day, and the vehicle just parked, headlights, staring at me, and George parked the wrong way, not too far from there. I just was saying hi to George. And when I left, I drove past him, and he just looks at me with a dirty look. Got me upset. So I went around. I didn't threaten anybody, and I was going to videotape him. And he kept driving away and stopping, driving away and stopping. Later, George told me that was a cop that he knows. So this is what concerns me. My friend Furman just told me last night, as soon as I came up, he said, they tried to run me over. So go to Facebook, please. Search for that group that I mentioned, Taking Back the Bluff. It's got 2 admins on that group. One is called Joe Kramer. That's a fake account. But most of all, for the police chief. I had a feeling that there were officers and cops' families involved in that group, because after I reported them, they got real brave, sort of like there's no law here that will stop us. And I did feel there were cops involved in that group. So I just heard that report from my friend Furman that they did the same thing yesterday. I could have him tell you, but I don't know if they want to say everything. Furman, you want to say what happened with the vehicle or not? Okay, that's fine, because I talked about this before, and you don't have to say anything. But that's why I wanted to make this short video, because I actually looked at that group again today, and that's when I went to this. I believe Joe Kramer, quote, is a fake cop, meaning I believe he's an officer and he's using a fake name. And it's kind of a smart-ass site, because he says reverse engineering, studying extraterrestrial activity, and some other friend of his, whoever it is, kind of, yeah, that's cute. It's not cute. So this is what I would say. You say, well, you can't prove it, John. If you are a cop, you should take down any fake account that's below the integrity of anybody that works for the department. You say, well, do they do those things? I'll just mention, I made a couple of mad videos about officers that downloaded illegal things on their phones. I know that one officer personally, and I felt bad because it was reported to me he had child porn on his phone, and it was reported to the mayor this past year, and I made a couple of mad videos about it and said, how could you allow that? That cop quit, sold his house, and moved. You say that's good. Is it good that I had to go out on a limb like that and report that particular officer? His first name was Mike, and that after I brought attention to it, he had to quit and move instead of charges being brought against him? So for today, I'll upload this in a little bit. My friends are all here, and I wasn't going to talk about it until my friend told me, you never believe how they tried to run me over last night. That indicates to me, like I felt in the beginning, that group is run by, some of them are officers, and that's a disgrace.